Hello, hello Pisces, and welcome to your reading today. I'm very excited to have you. And today we are talking about what your future spouse might be like, traits, jobs, family, past, how you guys are going to be acting towards each other in relationships, what your role is going to be like, what struggles you may face. It all depends on the cards, really. I'm just going to speak about what comes up, and we will see what happens. Alrighty. Well, we are off to a flying start. Let's put them in the order we got them in here. Very nice. Alright, so this is definitely very, very interesting. So, right off the bat, we have Five of Swords, and that, to me, that tells me that either before one of you guys enter into this relationship, I feel like it's most likely going to be you. You are going to be experiencing some sort of loss, and you're going to be having to work through with that potentially with this partner if you're already in this relationship before you eventually get married to the person. But it is something that's going to affect you very, very deeply. And I don't know if it's necessarily a loss of a person. It could also be the loss of a job or a pet or whatever. But there is some sort of loss that is going to happen that you guys are going to be working through together. And it's going to be feeling like a milestone in your relationship, because if you're already together, this is going to be like, you're going to be having to be there for each other on a new level you haven't experienced before. This person is someone who's very, very caring and very loyal, very grounded and down to earth. I feel like it could be an earth element that you're dealing with. It is someone who is very driven and very creative in their way of expressing themselves. I feel like the person you're gonna eventually be with is someone who is also very opinionated but not necessarily outspoken about their opinions, but they have them, and if you ask their opinion, you are gonna get it. So your relationship together it feels like you are gonna be having to care for each other, and that is going to be like a constant thing throughout your relationship and throughout your marriage. I feel like that you're going to be taking turns sort of helping each other out of situations and out of certain feelings. It's also going to be a relationship where you are going to be taking turns being the main provider of the family. Like, there's going to be times where they're not going to be having a job, and then you're not going to be having a job, and like you're sort of going to be having to care for each other both mentally but also financially throughout the relationship. But I feel like you are going to eventually land on the Four of Pentacles, which is about stability on the money front, and you are going to be settling into this time in your relationship, which is probably about the time that you're gonna get married, where you're gonna be feeling stable, you're gonna be feeling good. There's not gonna be a lot there's not gonna be a lot more that you would want. Well, yes, you could have more money, yada yada, but you're good where you are. Like, you have a place to live, you have food every day, you don't have to worry about the bills, these kind of things. Now, the person you're going to be with is someone who is very, very creative. It's someone who can see things before they have made them. So if it's someone, something about building things just came into my mind for some reason. So it may be someone who has something to do with construction or making things, building things in general. So it does not necessarily have to be like construction work, but it could also be like building furniture or like interior design or something to do with houses, I feel like, for some reason. I don't know. But yes, a creative person that likes working with their hands and they like getting their hands dirty. It is also someone who is very independent. They like to do things for themselves. They don't really like arguments. I feel like they're a little bit scared of arguments. They are someone who would rather not say anything and then go off and be mad on their own. That's not healthy. You need to get them out of that. And if that's you, you need to work on that because that's not healthy behavior. But we have the temperance here also, which leads me to believe that it's gonna be feeling very equal in your relationship. Like there's no one in the relationship that's gonna feel like they are more or less than each other. Like you are gonna be feeling very much like every opinion is heard in your household. And I feel like you're gonna focus on that a lot. That it's very important both to you and your partner that whoever comes up with an idea or has an opinion about something, it's very important that that opinion is heard. And because it is this dual kind of relationship, it's also going to be very important that you guys look into how you care for each other and also be patient with each other. Patience is going to play a huge part in your relationship, and you are going to be having to be very patient with each other because even though you are very clearly like you're the kind of couple that people are like, oh yeah, I could totally see that, you know, like nobody's really going to be surprised when you get together. And I completely just lost my train of thought there. Yeah, that completely slipped. I don't know what I was gonna say. Let's just move on. So we also have the World here, which is a very interesting card to get in this type of reading because it's all you know about completion and abundance, and you know, we actually have a lot of abundance here. We have the World, Four of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Six of Pentacles. Like we have a lot of this sort of, you know, complete fulfillment in the money aspect sort of cards. And that might be, I mean, of course, being stable and being okay money-wise is a priority for pretty much everybody. But I feel like it's when you get to this point in the relationship where you are stable, that is going to be the point where you're really going to be flourishing as a couple. Up until then, you've sort of like, you've been there for each other and you've learned a lot about each other, but at that point it's gonna really feel like peace and abundance, and that's where you really feel like now is the time to relax. Now is the time to, you know, just sit back and breathe and stuff, because there's gonna be a lot going on for you guys, and it's not always gonna be a super easy time for you guys. But with that being said, you are going to be coming out of the other side of the relationship, because I feel like, not on the other side of the relationship, but on the other side with your partner, because I feel like no matter what's going to happen in your relationship, you're really the kind of couple who just stick together through thick and thin. I don't feel like you're going to be arguing a lot. I feel like it's gonna be the sort of relationship where you like almost never argue. You might have like a big fight here and there, but like they're gonna be happening very rarely. And I also see travel. I feel like you guys are gonna be traveling together. You might be doing festivals together. You might be doing something music related, if it's going to concerts or maybe the movies. Something like you're gonna be traveling with a focus point of something creative in some way or another, which is interesting. Because I actually wouldn't have taken you guys for the kind of couple who would do that, but I feel like you will at some point anyways. That's fascinating. Alright, and Apart from that, I think that you're going to be having a small family. If you're going to have kids, don't know, but it's not like you're not going to be the kind of couple who has like 7 kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be very, very, very chill, and like keeping your family kind of small. And I feel like you are pretty much on the right path to either meet this person or get in the direction of this person. I feel like you do need to work on yourself and healing from whatever it is that you have been going through in the past, but I still feel like this is going to be great for you. So let's see what else we have. These readings keep getting longer and longer, which is good, I suppose, but still. Alright, so we have visions of life beyond death, and I feel like for you guys that means that you or they might not be seeing the true potential of the relationship yet. If you already know this person, I feel like you or they are not really truly invested yet. Or if you don't know them yet, this is something that's gonna come when you meet each other. There's gonna be a time period where like you're sort of like you both kind of want to go out with each other, but you're not really saying anything, and it's gonna be a little wishy-washy on that ground. But it is very important that you see through that veil, or what can you say about this person. Then we have free of judgment, free to love. And this also ties in with how you guys are going to end up together, because you are going to have to let go of judgment and prejudice and these things that you have up in your head, or they have up in their head, about what will happen if you get together. Because everything here looks like this relationship is going to be beautiful and it's going to flourish and you're going to be really great for each other. But if you don't take the step to let this happen, then it's not going to happen, because at the end of the day we always have free will. So you are going to have to find the courage within yourself to do this and to be a part of this relationship. And I know that's really difficult and not like easy for me to sit here and say, but I think it's going to be really, really great. So I think that's what I wanted to say for this reading. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye!